Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reading through chapter 974 of One Piece. So based on how the last chapter ended, it feels like a lot of things are starting to come together. A lot of reveals are starting to happen. Things are getting revealed left and right. We got confirmation last week that Denjiro is in fact Kyoshiro, so both the same people. And this is something that a lot of people speculated, but at the same time, there were some people that believed that this was a weird theory. I always got the impression that they were the same people. They just had the same facial features. They looked the same. That's all I had to go by. That and the anime opening, I guess. But even prior to that, um, it just felt like it was going like Denjiro had to be somebody we knew, we had already met, and it makes sense for him to be Kyoshiro. So that happened last week. That was a big reveal last week, and I'm really looking forward to see what Kyoshiro has in plan for Orochi and Kaido. And I think as far as the story goes, we already got how Odin died. We got Kyoshiro's reveal. There is still talk about a traitor going on, so whether that's going to be revealed soon or not, who knows? Probably later down the line in Wano during the fight. Maybe the traitor is revealed during the big fight in Wano, and he or she heel turns. But as far as the story goes, I'm liking it. I mean, I thought the flashback was going to be over weeks ago, but it's still going on as of last week. So we'll just see what happens. But yeah, for now, let me just go ahead and jump right into the new chapter. Chapter 974, Onward to Onigashima. Cover story is Capone, Game Beige on My Family, Volume 22, Gotti Saves Chiffon from the Marines. All right. I wonder if they're going to make their way to Onigashima as well. I wonder if they're going to join the battle. I'd like to assume that all the major players are going to be involved in the Battle of Wano. Supernovas, the Grand Fleet, people like that. So, moving on. These two have long hidden. Witching Hour, son. I got some money, so you're pushing yourself again. All right, I will scatter them in Ebisu Town. Yes. Please carry some blood in your kimono every day. Orochi has completely fallen in love with you, not knowing that you're Lord Odin's daughter. It must be hard for you. Okay, so Denjiro and Komurasaki having a conversation right now. If something happens, we'll separate Komurasaki from Orochi with death. Okay, and that already took place. So we saw that take place way back in the day, like last year. Like, what was that, like 30 chapters ago or something? I don't know. But interesting. So he's saying if something happens, we'll separate Komurasaki, quote, Komurasaki, from Orochi with death, quote. Okay, so moving on. So they've been planning this for years. Just a little longer, it'll be fine. Just a little longer, till 20 years. A few months earlier. They're here. The spirits are... They really came back. Toki's power was very real. Okay. Kinemon, Kanjuro, Raizo, Kikunojo, Momonosuke. Those five, they time traveled here from that day 20 years ago. Does an ability like that really exist? They came from that burning castle? Maybe someone is just messing with you 'cause you're scared? So Kaido's pretty much taunting Orochi right now. There's no doubt about this. Look at this letter. Continue to keep watch at the coast. There should be some fellows entering this country. Yes, sir. In that case, make sure you don't kill them. If they are actually alive, then I have something that I have wanted to ask the remnants of the Kazuki for the last 20 years. Okay, so Kaido wants to ask them something. Okay. This guy can be trusted. He was born in a public theater and lost his parents on stage due to Wano country's persecution. It's the clan who killed the daimyos. The man who only knows the way to live on stage. completely lost his heart and lives on acting as someone else. You are the descendant of the head. Wait, you are the descendant of the head Kurozumi family? Yes, and I got rid of the people who killed your parents. Kyo, 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 kyo. But it's only the prologue of the story of revenge. Okay? You'll live as a real Kozuki and die as one without anyone noticing it. That's the most important role that's given to you on this grand stage. Can you do it? Is that a devil fruit? I've been looking a place to die. I've been looking for a place to die. I am honored to completely become something. To completely become something in its entirety. That is his only source of pleasure. So Orochi's speaking to like a blob, a shadowed figure. It looks like a blob. I don't know. Could be a number. Every time I went to Odin's castle to borrow money, I took double the amount of money I needed from his safe and was only able to join hands with you precisely because I had those funds. That was such a weird sentence. So, hold up. I took the double amount of money I needed from his safe and was only able to join hands with you precisely because I had those funds. The information you got on Odin's raid, I'm sure, was useful to you. Oh, so I think Kaido and Orochi right now are talking about, they're talking about like some plan. The information you got on Odin's raid, sounds like they're talking about a spy. You know, the spy has been thrown around. The word spy has been thrown around a couple times for the last few weeks. So looks like they might be talking about that. The peak of man's insanity came after that, when he legitimately intended to die along with Odin and the others during the execution. He has no emotions, and before I stopped him, he genuinely lived as one of Odin's okay, so they are started. The way this conversation is going, they're talking about a traitor, the spy. The only thing he did was to slowly but surely feed me information. He did it. He did it with such devotion that it was creepy. Interesting. Okay, the scene cuts to currently the Flower Capital. Well then, the legendary samurai that has been talked about from generation to generation. Since Kozuki Odin's tragic death, it's been 20 years. The story of the deep-rooted fate between the Kozuki clan and the Kurozumi family and the pirate Kaido. In order to fulfill Kozuki Odin's dream of opening Wano's borders, several months, there's still more. In order to fulfill Kozuki Odin's dream of opening Wano's borders, the samurai flew 20 years into the future, several months after they gained allies who are willing to put their lives on the line to fight for the same cause. Okay. I might have read the flow of that sentence I read that wrong. So it's basically saying several months after, they gained allies who are willing to put their lives on the line for the same cause. Okay. My reading of that sentence was a bit off, so I apologize for that. But moving on. Perhaps as a result of this determination, who stood up for them? Wait, what? Perhaps as a result of this determination, ... who stood up for them? Weapons and ships are ready. Who stood up for them? Weapons and ships are ready. Okay, that's okay. It is today, the day of the fire festival, at dusk, that these raid-worthy forces... Okay. Don't stop us, Lord Momonosuke. At least, that's what was planned. Okay. Alright, so we got the scene. Okay, so it says, don't stop us, Lord Momonosuke. Kinemon, Kanjuro, Raizo, Kiku, Kawamatsu, Inurashi, Ashura, stay where you are. It's suicide. Okay. Of the 4,200 soldiers who were supposed to gather there, not a single one showed up. The harbor was littered with debris. The weather in the storm. No way out. Okay. Moving on. We haven't given up, Lord Momonosuke. It is thanks to our small number that we will be able to introduce ourselves easily to Kaido and cut his head off without being seen. Okay. As long as we're alive, we won't give up. Okay. It's strange though. Our strategy has been stale once again. Someone. No. We all thought of that. Okay, so these guys are, it looks like they're starting to put it together. So they're saying, it's strange though. So our strategy has been stale once again. Someone, no, we all thought of that. And the way their faces look, they're kind of starting to, they're starting to suspect something's up. I didn't want to think about it, but, okay, so Kinemon's there with them too. I didn't want to think about it, but there's most likely an enemy informant within our midst. And to be honest, at this point, I don't want to know. Kinemon, this is not like you. You have to be proactive. You have to be the proactive one, that takes hold of the situation by telling us to find the informant and dispose of him. Or else none of us will be able to move forward. However, the informant won't just simply give themselves up. It's exactly like Kiku says. Kin, let's get this over and done with. I am exactly that. Oh, no way. No. Is he the one? Is he the one? Hold up. It says, Kiku is beg. Oh. Okay. He had, look at the. That's it. That has to be it, dude. Okay, hold up. Let me move on. That's it. Hold up. Kiku is saying, Kinemon, this is not like you. We have to be proactive. Find the informant and dispose of him, or else none of us will be able to move forward. And then, however, the informant simply won't give themselves up. And then Kanjuro says, it's exactly like Kiku says. Look at this panel right here. He says, oh, Kanjuro, let's get this over and done with. I am exactly. Kanjuro. Kinemon's face, he can't believe it. Stop joking around. All of us were almost executed in a boiling pot. Yes, that's right. And it's precisely because I'd have died with you all that I was able to fulfill the perfect role. Ever since I was a kid, ever since I lost my emotions, I've always been searching for a place to die. From the very beginning, the Kanjuro you all know never existed. What did I tell you guys, dude? So, for the last few weeks, I had the traitor in mind that it had to be either Kinemon, Kanjuro, or Raizo. It's Kanjuro, dude. And I think last week I told y'all, I'm leaning more towards Kanjuro because he just hasn't had any character development. He's just there. He's always been there, and he's taken a backseat to all the scabbards. He's always just been there, and everything has been very off about him. As far as Kanjuro goes, he's just, something has got to be planned for him. Because at the moment, I feel like Kanjuro has taken a backseat to every single other person, every other character, scabbards, So I feel like Oda has something big planned for him. But look at this right now. So hold up. The Kanjuro you've known has never existed at all. I experience joy and sorrow together with you on a all on a daily basis. Look at the faces of everybody else. Dogstorm, Ashura Doji, Raizo, Kawamata. Look at their faces. I didn't resent any of you, and I also never intended to harm any of you. The only thing I did was to continuously feed Master Orochi information. Why would you do such a thing? My name is Kanjuro Kurozumi. How's that for a treason? Oh, this man. So hold up. So the guy Orochi was speaking to in... My name is Kanjuro Kurozumi. How's that for a reason? I can't believe you Oh my... But I'm surprised that he's revealing this information as they're all together. I can't believe you leaked our plan and sold out our companions. The event that followed was really beautiful. Say that Yusui gave his life to change the time and place of the meeting. But since I've been informed, then he died needlessly. Without the Viver card, it's impossible to get to... Okay, the Viver card, we talked about this last week. I mentioned it. Okay, without the Viver card, it's impossible to get to Zou. When Jack appeared, you started to get suspicious, Inuarashi. Why didn't you suspect me? Before it came to this, why didn't any of you doubt yourselves? It should have all been very suspicious from the beginning and everything. Everything. Hey you lot, it's true. Just like Master Orochi said, there are actually some dudes heading for Onigashima on a small boat. Wow, these guys are cracking me up. I can't believe it. It's actually the 9 scabbards from that time. Moreover, to think that they had a spy amongst their ranks all this time? Are you the spy? Yes, that's right. Kanjuro... Oh, Kinemon just sliced this man. That can't be the real Kanjuro. That has to be like a dummy of some sort. If that's the real Kanjuro, I'll be surprised. Last week I was talking about what if he is such a good artist that he could pretty much draw a lifelike figure of themselves, like a doppelganger, to basically take his place. And you know, he has a devil fruit. He's an artist. I think I might have touched on this in my last video, but as far as the One Piece story goes, he's portrayed as a horrible artist. What if he's not? What if that's just him trying to mislead others? What if he's actually such a good artist that to genius level that he can imitate others perfect, like a doppelganger? I don't really have much to go by for Kanjuro, except that he's just there, he's off. Something big has to be planned for him. Okay, so Kinemon just sliced Kanjuro. We're waiting to see if that's a real Kanjuro. Okay, hey, that's a clean head slice, dude. There would have been no greater joy than to have died with you all at sea without revealing my identity, but this time I was stopped by Master Orochi. You did well. This is the end, he said. Bring Momonosuke along with you to Onigashima, he said. Kinemon, what's the matter, Momonosuke? What's Kanjuro doing on that harbor? Oh, I knew it! I told you. Then the one here is... What I called it. I called it last week. Seems like the Kanjuro that we all knew was just a drawing. I called it. They made it a point in One Piece to have Kanjuro be this really bad artist, but last week I was talking about what if he is in fact the best artist in the One Piece world, that nobody can tell him apart from his real self because he is so good. He can draw lifelike things to mimic reality as they all know it. This is confirmed. Seems like the Kanjuro we all knew was just a drawing. That's the true ability of his devil fruit. Kanjuro, he's the traitor, he is the heel, his power, he can draw. I can't believe you guys I can't believe you guys. To think you can keep dozing off in this kind of situation. Oh, is the ship already fixed? Oh, the me that has ate, slept, and woke up is my strongest me. What is that? Huh? Fire! Sorry, we are a little late. Who the hell are those people? Holy waves. Didn't we sink all the enemy ship? There's something at the bottom of the water. To set sail on such a small boat in such a storm. Are you idiots or what? You underestimate the seas, samurais. What? You are. This time an attack came from behind. Oi. There were a stupid amount of ships and samurais gathered by the harbor over there. But what the hell is that? I was almost about to sink them all for getting my way. But that's Luffy. Are you all safe and sound? The messy one, are you finally joining us or what? What the hell happened? If you think I'm going to let you go to Kaido. Luffy, I wasn't warned about this. It's a different matter now. We were just supposed to sink some samurais on a boat, but they're pirates, aren't they? They're from the worst generation. I thought we captured them. You bastards to go after samurais on a tiny little boat. When you're on the sea, you fight pirates. And look at this team right here. We got Luffy, we got Law, and we got Kid. Things are gonna get interesting. Everything is starting to pick up. We are in the present day. We know who the traitor is. Things are starting to fall together. Kanjuro's the heel. He is a traitor. So let me go back up and read the panel. Hold up. Okay, so look at this. So it says, so we're getting a bit of a flashback here. It just says, this guy can be trusted. He was born in a public theater and lost his parents on stage due to Wano country's persecution. Yeah, I should have connected the dots right there. I had a suspicion, but I kind of didn't want to jump the gun. But, talk about, public theater. And when you look at Kanjuro, he does look like somebody that would be in a theater play. I gotta say, though, this was a really good chapter. And this last panel with Law, Kid, and Luffy, like, coming forward. And the last line, when you're on the sea, you fight pirates. That's such a sick line, dude. I hope it's revealed that... Kid, I hope he is revealed to be a D, because that would just be more significant. I mean, this is already significant, it's already tight, I like it, but it'd be really cool if 3 Ds were teaming up right now. Luffy, Law, Kid, if all 3 of them had the initial D, that'd be sick right now, dude. As for Kanjuro being the traitor, I mean, I saw this coming, but it's interesting that he was intending to die without even telling them. Interesting. Also, now that we know he is a great artist, those drawings he did, for example, when he drew the dragon, I think Renosuke was his name, right? When they were climbing Zou. So he purposely drew that dragon, the drawing, in a way as a way to stall them. That's what I'm getting at right now. Like, he drew that dragon the way he did to stall their arrival on Zou. I gotta go back and check what Kanjuro was up to in Dressrosa. It's been a while. It's been years since I touched on that arc. But now that he's revealed to be the traitor, I'm gonna go check to see if there was any hint of him being the traitor even back then, This was a great chapter. I liked it. I liked the reveal. I want to see how this goes forward. And, we got Law, Luffy, Kid teamed up together again for the first time since Sabaody. So that's going to be good. Anyway, that's going to do it for this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. And what a chapter. What can I say? I mean, I can't even think or speak straight. It was a good chapter. I liked it a lot. Really excited to see where the story goes. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.